Hello, hello, hello. We are live, I believe. Pretty sure. Maybe, maybe not. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's cracking? I'm not sure if you could hear that, but I was just wiping off the microphone. Hello, hello, hello. Live. Been a while since I've done this. Let me know if you can hear me. Just type something in the chat. Holler at me. Long time no see. It's going. It's going. How you doing, Buzz Buzz? Can you guys hear me all right? Kelly, what's going on, man? Long time no talk. Good, good. Sound is good. Thank you, Buzz Buzz. So I just ordered me some dinner. Perfect. Appreciate you, Kelly. I just ordered me some, well, not really dinner, lunch. Got some rallies coming to me through Uber Eats. So I don't know when that's going to be here, but Rowdy, what's going on, Rowdy? How you doing? It's been a while since I've done a video, a live, or anything with YouTube. To be honest with you, I've been pretty focused on doing what I've been doing and trying to focus more on the future and yeah, there you go. So I've been trying to focus more on the future and trying to build the business. John, what's going on? Appreciate you stopping in. So the big thing, I wanted to touch base with you guys watching cartoons with the baby. That's a good day right there. I just wanted to touch base with you guys, and like I said, it's been a while since I've been on here, made a video of any kind. So I just kind of wanted to check in. We got Christmas in 2 days, and hope you guys have a great holiday and had a great Thanksgiving and coming up on New Year's, and I've got a lot of goals for next year. So and YouTube is a big part of it. So. I wanted to just check in with you guys and let you know what's going on. I've got, as most of you know, pretty much everybody should know by now that I sold my laundromat. I sold my laundromat so I could focus 100% of my time on the hot dogging business, and it's working out. I've got, I'm building, the hot dogging business. The hot dogging business is definitely, it's definitely picked up. I mean, obviously right now it's, cold out. It's, 20s and 30 degrees. So, I don't, there's not much going on in the city and people aren't really going out as much. So, it's slowed down for the winter, but I've got a guy, my cousin Tom actually is running it, and he still goes out every Saturday. He's still making anywhere from $500 to $1,000 on Saturday. He's sitting in front of the Wild Beaver. So the money is still good there in that aspect. He's taken over kind of the operations, and I'm going to adjust this camera here. Looks like it's a little off. He's taken over the operations, kind of put him in a managerial position, so that way he does all the shopping. He has a company card. He's got the Sam's Club cards, the GFS cards, all of that stuff. So he does all the shopping. He's doing all the shopping, and basically he's running the day-to-day operations. Come March, the plan is, so obviously this year I didn't do much YouTubing. I wanted to try to build the business, get the business in a place where it was at a solid foundation for growth, rather than me having to go out and run it on a daily basis and end up burning myself out. I wanted to get the hot dog business at a position where it's at a solid foundation, to grow the business, which is the intention for next year. And next year, March Madness, actually, the week of March Madness, I am going to be out. I'm going to be taking the card out myself, to the Wild Beaver. Um, what's going on? What's going on? So March Madness, all of all of next year is going to be all about YouTube, right? That is the goal. I've got the business, everything I need as far as a hot dog business. I've got everything I need. I've got the carts, I've got the pans, I've got a manager in place. I've got. I mean, really, the only thing we're going to need is to find people to work, bring new people in. It's really all we're gonna have to do to work through the week, and do more of the non-bar crowd, through the weekdays. So that's kind of where I'm at, right now. I've got the hot dog business at a position where it's ready to grow, and all of next year is going to be all about YouTube. So starting in March, when it warms up, March Madness is going to come to town. March Madness kind of kicks off the event season for Indianapolis. Um, so March Madness is going to be my first week out. I'm going to be setting up the hot dog cart in front of the Wild Beaver. I'm going to be doing videos. I'm going to be recording. The goal, there's definitely, without a doubt, there will be at least one video a week of me hot dogging, the hot dogging highlights. So, without a doubt, starting in March, there will be at least one video a week. The goal, I want to do 3 videos a week. I want to have a Monday, a Wednesday, and a Friday video. And it's all going to be recorded on Friday and Saturday night at the Beaver. So that's the goal. So starting, like I said, I took this year, focused on the hot dog business. I've got it to a point where it's ready to grow, ready to explode. Next year, it's going to be all about YouTube. By the end of next year, I want to have 20,000 subscribers. That's my goal. By the end of next year, I want to have 20,000 subscribers at least. So there's going to be 3 videos a week, hopefully, at least 1 video a week, but I'm going to shoot for 3 videos a week, and I've got somebody to kind of manage the hot dog business, so that frees up a lot of my time, to be able to come in and edit, take all the footage and edit it down to the little 15-minute videos that you guys see. So that's kind of where I'm at. I sold the laundromat. I've got the hot dog business at a good start to going into the new year. And next year is going to be all about you guys and YouTube. So, if you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot them I know it's been a while. I get tons of comments, tons of questions. So if you have any questions, feel free to shoot them in the chat. I'm going to Las Vegas on January 17th through the 21st. I'm going to be going to Las Vegas. I'm going to be meeting up with Danny D'Angelo, the laundromat guy. Most of you guys probably know. He hooked me up. He helped me out getting into my laundromat. He's got a channel too now, the King of Laundry, Danny D'Angelo. So I'm meeting up with him in January 17th through the 21st for the SHOT Show in Las Vegas. I'm going to try to do a video just because that's going to be a trip that I want to remember. I'm taking a few friends with me. We're all going to Vegas, and it's just going to be kind of a getaway. and it's going to be a trip that I want to remember. So I may even do a video. I'm probably going to do a video or maybe two from Vegas. So we got that coming up January 17th through the 21st. Got some ink on your left arm. I did. Let me try to get it in a, I don't know if you can really see it. Ink on the left arm. Yeah, it's a lion. I'm a Leo. That's all there is to that. I'm a Leo. I exhibit the typical Leo traits in a lot of ways. It can be good and it can be bad, but I accept it for who I am, and so it's a tattoo that actually means something to me. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to all of you guys as well. Need some dogging videos, bugs. All next year. All next year, starting in March. March Madness comes to Indianapolis. All next year, we're going to be doing some dogging videos, buddy. Face diapers in New York. Oh, you're back to masks. Gosh, that sucks. Billionaire Parth Patel gave me a BS reason that the building I wanted to set up beside has construction going on inside of it, which has nothing to do with me selling dogs outside. Yeah, you gotta be, I had that problem here. There was a guy that I had my other cart set up, and my second cart set up in front of a building that was under construction, and the owner came out harassing the lady that was running the cart. The owner would come out harassing her on a nightly basis, taking pictures of the cart, threatening to call the police. And he actually did call the police once, and police told him there was nothing they can do. I had all my permits. She was allowed to be there. She was on a public sidewalk. But he just didn't want the hot dog cart set up in front of his building. And it was a little apartment building, and there was nothing there. So, I mean, it was a downtown thoroughfare, but yeah, you'll find that, man. Some property owners can be douchebags. I just got to a point where I got tired of dealing with him, so I just moved to the building next door, and it worked out great from there. So I can operate in the county, but I'm FUBAR as far as setting up in the city. Yeah. Thinking about starting next summer. I also want to do smash burgers on a grill on the cart. That is, well, stop thinking about it and do it. I can tell you that hot dog and I swore I would never get into the food industry just because you deal with a lot of stupid people. And I always told myself that as soon as somebody got mad about their food not being right and threw it back at me, I would deck them just because that's the kind of guy I am. I swore I would never get into the food business, but honestly, this is the best. Hot dogging is the best thing that ever happened to me. I can't tell you enough. So stop thinking about it and just do it. As far as burgers on a grill on the cart, check with your health department. I found out the hard way that even though my carts both have grills on them, I am not allowed to do burgers. I don't know why. I mean, I'm sure there's some way that I could figure it out. There's always loopholes for everything, but yeah, my health department with a hot dog cart, my health department just doesn't allow you to do burgers. I don't know why. So check with your health department first. Make sure you're allowed to do it, or you can just beg forgiveness when they find out. Either way, I do that sometimes too. Where do you get it? Hinged scene bands. I have no idea what you're talking about, Larry. What's up, brother? Question: where do you have to store your hot dog cart at? I have 2 hot dog carts. I store them right here. This is the space that I'm in is a commercial, I guess, garage. The guy that leased the space before me was a tent shop. He ran a tent shop out. He would tent windows on cars and stuff. So there's a garage on the other side of that wall. really a good-sized garage, so I lease this space. This is kind of my YouTube studio / hot dog / all of my businesses operate out of this space, basically. Um, I had a commercial sink, a bunch of shelving, all kinds of stuff installed in the garage there, so people can do dishes. My guys can do dishes when they come back to the garage. Um, I have what is it? The garage door openers is, it's a Wi-Fi garage door opener, right? So I can open it with my cell phone, and I can give permission out to the people that run my hot dog carts, so they can just come and go as they please, which makes it really easy on me. I don't have to be here for them to work. But yeah, everything I do, all of my businesses, I run out of this space. We can't operate on public sidewalks. Rowdy. Yeah, I don't know where you're from, where you live. I know you told me before, but I can't remember. It's been a while. But yeah, a lot of places, man. A lot, like for me, we're not allowed to operate on public side. We have to have a permit to operate on public sidewalks down within the downtown area. So we have a loop. Most big cities have like a highway loop. We have 465. It's a highway loop that goes all the way around our downtown area, kind of separates downtown from the outer suburbs. Anything inside of that loop is basically considered downtown, and we have to have a permit to operate on public sidewalks within downtown. Now, if you don't have a permit, you still have to get approved through the county. But even if you don't have a permit to operate on the public sidewalks, we can operate anywhere outside of that 465 loop. Basically, we just can't operate in downtown Indianapolis. So, yeah, every city's different, man. Every city is weird with how they do things. Were you able to get any assistance from the government with the SBA during the pandemic? I did with the laundromat. But not with the hot dogging. I wasn't even worried about the hot dogging because, I didn't really need it. I could still hot dog. And technically the laundromat was still open, but with everybody being locked down, during throughout the year, everybody was locked down, so people weren't really, like, they weren't going to work every day. They weren't wearing a different outfit every day. So even with the laundromat, even though it was open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, my traffic pretty much came to a halt because people just weren't doing laundry as often. So yeah, I was able to get some SBA money from the government to kind of help me get through last year. Hinged lids, Larry. The hinged lids that are attached to your steam pans, I've seen in your video. Yeah, so the hinged pans, Larry, I get them from Ben's Carts. They're a little more expensive than the regular pans, but I find I started out on hinged pans, so I just got used to being able to, flip the pan open. That's just what I was used to. So when I bought these carts, they came with the regular removable top pans. I went ahead and just bought all flip top pans from Ben's Carts. So you can get on benscarts.com and just type in hinged pans and it'll come up. How much can a laundromat actually net? I'll tell you what, if you can get your hands on a laundromat, you're in A1 condition. The only reason I sold mine is because I wanted to focus on my hot dogging business and building that. If you can get your hands on a laundromat, look up Danny D'Angelo. That's all I can tell you. How much can it net? I know a guy who has a laundromat here on the north side. He's doing 30 grand a month, and his total bills are about 10. So he makes 20 grand a month profit with his laundromat. So, I mean, you just every laundromat's different, man. You can't store the hot dog cart at home, for example. It has to be at a commercial place. Everywhere is different. Aaron, every city, every county has different regulations as far as storing a hot dog cart. I mean, I have a commercial space because I need it, not because I have to have it, but because I need it. Like I said, I have several businesses, so I operate all of my businesses out of this space. It's more convenient for me to have this space. So, I mean, your best bet's just going to be to check with the city, check with your health department, see what they require, and they'll tell you whether or not you have to have a commercial space to store it or not. And even if you do have to have a commercial stored in a commercial space, it's nothing. It's next to nothing. I mean, all you got to do is just find a what's it called? Commissary. Just find a commissary in your area, and you're going to have a commissary anyway. I can guarantee that everybody's required to have a commissary. So, just work a deal out with your commissary to allow you to store the cart at your commissary. My plans for Christmas and holidays. I don't really have any plans, man. Just hanging out with family. That's pretty much it. I'm hanging out with family, and then, like I said, January 17th, I'm heading out to Las Vegas to meet up with Danny D'Angelo. So, Rowdy, here in Arkansas, we can store our carts at home, but you must wash your pans in a health department-approved kitchen, and you must keep your product kept in a certified kitchen. Yeah, it's the same here, Rowdy. That's pretty much how it is here. I've got a commissary. I've got a separate commissary outside of this place to meet the city's requirements. So I do have to pay for a separate commissary, but only because my space isn't. I haven't had it certified as a commissary yet. It could be certified. I just haven't taken the time to get the health department out here to certify it. You ate a hot dog the other day and thought of me. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Has the price of my dogs gone up with inflation? What are your dog prices? I haven't raised. Well, so I raised my prices once at the beginning of this year, but it was just because I could. It wasn't because of inflation or anything. But I raised my prices. Let me see. Let's see. Yep, that's about right. So I raised my prices. Regular hot dog, $4. The only reason I don't use these menus because the bratwurst is actually $6. So I had new menus printed because that was just a typo on my part when I had them printed. But bratwurst is $6, but everything else is accurate for what my prices are now. So this is my menu. Regular hot dog is just an 8-to-1, regular old 8-to-1 hot dog. The jumbo hot dog is a quarter pounder for $5. Bratwurst goes for $6. Walking taco, if you don't know what that is, basically just a bag of chips. You open up a bag of chips and load it up with, I don't know who's calling me.
Playing from Daniel's S21 Ultra.
Oh, Alexa. Alexa, stop. Walking taco is just a bag of chips. You open up a bag of chips, load it up with chili and cheese. Put a spork or a fork in there so they can eat it. So I do that for $4, and I do the biscuits and gravy for $5. Biscuits and gravy were a They're calling me back. Stand by. Hello. Huh? Oh, yeah. It's my Uber Eats delivery. Okay. I'll be out in just a second. Uber Eats delivery. Hang on just a second. I'm back. So yeah, that's my lunch. Sorry. Thanks for hanging out. So yeah, that's my menu. That's what I charge. Business and gravy. That's what I was talking about. Business and gravy. Technically, I'm not allowed to sell biscuits and gravy, but I worked out a deal with them. Well, I didn't really work out a deal. I just kind of found a loophole where I technically sell a biscuits and gravy hot dog. I've never actually done it, but as far as the county, as far as the health department's concerned, my biscuits and gravy, I have biscuits and gravy on my cart because I make a hot dog where I smother it with gravy and crinkle up biscuits on top of it. So that's my biscuits and gravy. That's how they allowed me to carry biscuits and have biscuits and gravy on my cart. No, I do not. I do not have my videos playing on loop 24/7. That is just strictly for this video. I was watching them a little earlier, trying to figure out what I guess what I can and can't change and how to make the videos better, I guess. So I was watching them a little bit earlier. A pizza place that has a food truck, and I use them as a comment. So yeah, that's a great idea. A lot of people. I've got a buddy that owns a restaurant, and I can use him as a commissary. Any place that's already a commercial kitchen and already licensed through the city, you can use any of those as commissaries. Bobby, March Madness. March, I will be back with videos. And it's going to, all next year, I'm hitting it hard on YouTube. That's the plan. By the end of next year, I want 20,000 subscribers at least by the end of next year. That's the plan. Starting in March, when March Madness comes to town, I'm going to be out there. I'm going to be hot dogging myself in front of the Beaver again. And I'm gonna try to put out 3 videos a week, but at least, without excuse, I'm gonna be putting at least 1 video a week. So March is coming fast. Aside from the hot dog business, what other businesses do you have? So I've got the hot dog business. I've got I do some real estate stuff. I got some real estate properties. I've had my laundromat up until I sold it. I do lawn care sometimes in the summertime. I'm just a jack of all trades, man. I really am. If it makes money, I'll do it. I don't say no to money. Would you not be able to sell biscuits and gravy? That is a very good question. So technically, why would I not be able to sell biscuits and gravy? So my county, my city, the way they put it, because I'm a hot dog cart, I have to sell only items with a likeness of a hot dog. So like hot dogs, bratwurst, sausages. It has to be basically just a hot dog type product. I can't sell burgers. I can't do wings. I can't do biscuits and gravy. That's just how the city. That's how my city. They basically, because in order for me to do anything other than a hot dog type product, I would have to have a food truck. And I think that's just because like I think the city just does that so they can ramp up because food trucks cost more, permits cost more, everything costs more with a food truck, and the city wants more money, so that's just their way of saying, hey, if you want to do anything other than hot dogs, you have to pay us more money. I'm not gonna forget you guys when I get 20K. I'm definitely not gonna forget you guys. I'm shooting to build. I want a million. I want a million subs eventually. It's gonna take a lot of work, a lot of time, but we're gonna get there. Was it hard running the laundromat? Does it take a lot of your time? Absolutely not. So for me, I had. If you go back through my videos, I did a couple of videos about how I had Alexa set up in my laundromat. Alexa, stop. Let me mute her. I had Alexa set up in my laundromat, so I had Alexa pretty much ran my laundromat the way I had it set up. Go back and check out my laundromat videos. That'll kind of explain how I had it set up. But I had Alexa. And I had a Ring security system, Ring security cameras that allowed me to talk two-way communication through the cameras and see what was going on from anywhere that I was. So I rarely ever had to go in there. The only time I really went in there towards the end when I sold it, the only time I would go to the laundromat would be Fridays. I would go in every Friday, maybe an hour and a half just to collect money. And that was about it. So running a laundromat was so incredibly easy. I can't even begin to tell you. It was honestly, I wouldn't mind having another one eventually. It was worth it. It was 100% worth it. So yeah, if you have any questions, man, feel free to type them in the comments or feel free to type them in the chat. I'm just kind of, like I said, I just wanted to chime in here and let you guys know what's going on. I spent all this year kind of getting my hot dogging business to a point where come March, at the beginning of the busy season, I can, springboard from, I'm at a good foundation, so I can springboard my hot dog business and just grow from there. So, that's kind of what I spent this year doing. That's why I didn't have a lot of videos going out. But the goal for next year is YouTube, 100%. Sorry, I shaved. I think I got a hair on my tongue there, a mustache hair. But yeah, that's kind of the goal. All next year, starting in March. I'm going to Vegas in January. Probably going to do a couple of videos there just because I want to remember it. But starting in March Madness, when that comes to town, I'm blowing you guys up with videos. So get ready for that. Will you do any tutorials this year on how to start and run a hot dog business? I mean, I can. I can. I wouldn't have a problem with that. I mean, how to start the business is kind of tricky because every city and state is different as far as what they require. But I mean, I guess I can go over like what's needed, what you need to look for. I guess I could probably put something together like that. That's a pretty good idea. As far as running it, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, pretty simple stuff. But yeah, I could do that. And honestly, if you guys, you don't have to do an LLC. You don't have to do an LLC for a hot dog business. I would recommend it, but you don't necessarily have to. If you guys have any ideas, like if you're watching some of my videos or watching other videos, whatever, if you guys come up with some video ideas, feel free to throw them at me. Like, go to one of my videos and comment. You should do a video about blah, blah, blah. I'm wide open to, suggestions as far as video ideas. So, March Madness in San Diego. Every time I go to USC football games, I see the Mexicans selling the TJ hot dog. Yeah. They're all over the place. There's a guy here that originated out of, he's Hispanic. He moved from Mexico to LA, and he was hot dogging. He was a hot dogger in Mexico, and then Tijuana actually, and then he went to Los Angeles, blew up there, and then now he moved here about 15 years ago, and he's been hot dogging here. He's a legend here as far as hot dogging goes. You can do a DBA to start with. You can set it up however you want. I don't want to advise you on how to how to set your business up. Because obviously I don't want to be the one to tell you what's best for your business, but everybody's situation is different. You can set it up as a DBA. You can operate as a sole proprietor and just work under your social security number. I personally have an LLC. All of my companies are under separate LLCs. All of my businesses, I hold them under separate LLCs, just for that veil of protection, I guess. Can you flip any other businesses using Danny's lease method? Absolutely. So I've actually come across a couple of opportunities here. I didn't take advantage of them because I had just sold the laundromat, and like I said, I wanted to focus more on growing my hot dog business, but I came across a couple of opportunities here. One was a tanning salon, where it was in a strip mall. It was a tanning salon in a strip mall where the property owner, so the previous operator had taken all of the tanning beds and all of the equipment out, and they moved to a different location. Well, the strip mall owner wanted to keep it as a tanning salon because the traffic was beneficial to them. The constant people coming in, they would go to the tanning salon and they'd go next door to Dunkin' Donuts and get some food. So just having that traffic there, they wanted to keep it as a tanning salon. So the property owner actually came to me and offered to cover the cost of equipment, putting new equipment in. He was going to pay to put all new tanning beds, all new everything in there, basically deck it out as a brand new tanning salon. He just wanted me to sign a lease and operate it. The only reason I didn't do it is because a tanning salon is not something you can do without being there. You have to have somebody there at all times. And I was not in a position where that was attractive to me. You can use his method to take over any kind of business, whether it be a bar, you can take over, a tanning salon, a hair salon, nail salon, pretty much anything. If there's a business there and the operator is not doing well, you can take it over. Just talk to the landlord. Gummy hot dogs. I've never heard of them. Business insurance expensive, and is it necessary? Necessary, yes. Expensive, depends on who you go through. I pay for all of my businesses combined. I have all of my businesses under an umbrella policy. So all of my businesses combined, I think I pay maybe $80 a month. So for me, it's not that bad. But I've got a kind of a relationship. I've had, the same insurance for a while. So I guess it really just depends on you and where you're at, what business you're running. For the hot dog business, I can't imagine it would be too expensive. Flip vendor insurance is only $299 to $399 a year. Yeah, there you go. I think that's Rowdy flip insurance. Isn't that what Ben pushes? I'm not mistaken. I think that's what Ben's Carts pushes, flip insurance. San Diego, there's a hot dog cart that sells hot dogs right outside a theater where the operas and other shows are played. Yeah, hot dog carts, man, that's the way to go. It really is. So what I've found here, and actually I just recently figured out that, see, I'm limited. I'm limited to where I can set up and what I can sell, right? Because I'm a hot dog cart. I recently found out that food trucks, if you have a food truck or a food trailer, here in my city, in Indianapolis, I can pretty much pull up wherever I want without a permit in downtown Indianapolis, as long as it is a legal parking spot. So like I can't back my trailer up on a sidewalk, but I can pull up into any parking spot in downtown Indianapolis and sell and not have to have a permit, which is kind of annoying because as a hot dog vendor, I have to have a permit. So it doesn't make sense that food trucks don't have to have a permit. I don't know. That's a city for you. That is the city for you. That's government. That's just how government works. Makes no sense to me. But all right, any last questions, last comments? I'm gonna eat my food here. Being outside of a movie theater would be a no-go. A movie theater is private property, though. If a movie theater calls you and says, hey, we want you to set up in front of our movie theater because our popcorn machine is broke, the city can't tell you no. That's private property. You can fight that. Have you tried selling near the train station or the Colts Stadium? Yeah. In fact, my zone is right across from the train station, the Greyhound station, Union Station, actually. My zone kind of includes that area, Union Station. The Colts Stadium, I have the Pacers Stadium, the Fieldhouse, Bankers Life Fieldhouse, is in my zone. The Colts Stadium is not my zone. Somebody else has that zone. So the city of Indianapolis divvied up the downtown area into zones, kind of like how a state is divvied up into different area codes or different counties. The city divvied up our downtown area into different zones, and each zone is assigned to a hot dog vendor. I've got 2 carts, so I have 2 zones. I've got the one where the train station is, Union Station, and I have the zone where the Wild Beaver is, and it goes all the way up to Monument Circle, which is the center of our city. The Colts Stadium is in a different zone. Somebody else has that. In fact, the guy that I was telling you that went from Mexico to LA and then moved here, it's his zone, the Colts Stadium. He's never out there, though, which is kind of annoying. But why would you have a zone? Why would you take a zone if you're not going to use it? Especially one that's, profitable. But whatever. Who am I? All right, folks, I sure do appreciate y'all getting on here. I know it was kind of last minute notice. I tried to give you a little bit of heads up, an hour heads up. I really do appreciate you making the time coming on. And like I said, I'm going to put out a couple of videos in January from my Vegas trip. You're going to probably see Danny D'Angelo, probably his daughter Daniela, who is like a she's huge in the competitive shooting world. That's why they're going to be there. So I'm at the SHOT Show in Vegas. So I'm going to put out a couple videos in January just because I want to remember that trip. So I'll take you guys along with me there. And then, like I said, as of March Madness is coming to town. Expect at least one video a week all year for next year. 20K subs. It's a 20K run. So 20,000 subs by the end of next year. That's the goal. Starting March Madness, I'm going to be out there hot dogging, recording, and you guys are coming along with me, whether you like it or not. So thanks a lot. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I'm hungry. I'm going to eat my food. Keep on dogging. happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Halloween and Thanksgiving, since I missed those two. So love you guys. Stay up.